Hello.
Hello.
My name is Rich Lieberman. I'm a resident of Spotsylvania County. This is my third month in a row addressing this board. I respectfully request you actually pay attention to what I'm saying. It's unfortunate I have to state this request, but last month I spoke about Mark Taylor. In particular, I quoted 8 VAC 20-390-10. This code requires 5 years full-time experience in the administration or supervision of public schools to be granted a superintendent's license in Virginia. I then provided you a copy of this law. Since Mark Taylor has 0 years in experience in education, he did not meet the qualifications for being granted a superintendent's license. Imagine my frustration sitting in the audience as you debated his license, and everything was focused on his racist, homophobic, anti-public education post. Yes, those are disqualifying factors based on the law I quoted, but those are subjective. His lack of experience in education is a simple fact. I'm handing this law out to you again as the top page of my packet. Please read this law and see how the board got the decision wrong. Also read the last pages in that packet with a Freelance Star article summarizing the issues I'm about to describe. While this board violated Virginia code by granting Mark Taylor a license, please read the following emails with then VBOE employee John Russell and Spotsylvania School Board Chair Kirk Twigg. A small selection is in the packets I'm handing out. What's interesting to note, the law I quoted was sent to Kirk Twigg from Brad King, that's on your top page, who was then the attorney for Spotsylvania County Schools. Mr. King then resigned from his position during the hiring process of Mr. Taylor. This leads to speculation as to why the attorney, Mr. King, would resign. Another interesting fact to note is the email from Mr. King was sent to Mr. Twigg May 20th. Why is this interesting? Because Mark Taylor did not even apply for the job till June 17th. The same email was forwarded to John Russell on June 7th, still 10 days before Mr. Taylor even applied with Spotsylvania County, with a request from Mr. Twigg about how to, quote, tweak the law. You will also find an email from John Russell to Chief of Staff Shanner introducing Kirk Twigg and Mark Taylor saying, I have been working hard to get Mark through the end zone approved as a superintendent at their next meeting. This email was dated July 26, 2022. Please remember this date. Obviously, Mr. Russell had been made aware of 8 VAC 20-390-10, but there's no paper trail of him forwarding this message to Maggie Clemens, who handles licensing from this board. Was this board made aware of that code? Here's another interesting fact. On August 8, 2022, Spotsylvania County advertised a newly created position as communications director for the Spotsylvania superintendent. We've never had this position prior. The position was advertised with a starting salary of $67,000 a year. Within 24 hours, John Russell applied for that position. Within the next 24 hours, he was hired for that position with a salary of 6 figures. To me, all this makes it look like the residents of Spotsylvania County are victims of a corrupt conspiracy. Based on the evidence I am presenting, it appears that at least one of the employees of the VBOE contributed to this conspiracy. I respectfully request this board immediately suspend the licensure of Mark Taylor as superintendent. I then request you submit the evidence, including all emails and other records, to the Attorney General's office for a full investigation of this matter. I was raised as something that looks like a fish, smells like a fish, it's probably a fish. Thank you.
Thank you.